Hi, this is Positive Energy, and I'm back, and I am just reporting on some things that's going on within the entertainment industry this week. Haven't done one of these in about a year. This week we have, it's only Wednesday, but we've got a lot that has been covered. One of the things was the Grammys. That was a big deal for some people. I don't watch the Grammys anymore. I could have it on and barely watch it, unless they have a artist on that I'm interested in. They're doing a tribute to someone that I know. Most of the artists on here, I don't even know who they are. So I couldn't tell you anything about who it is, what songs they have out or albums or whatever. I just don't know. And I think that unless you're in the music industry or you are an extreme avid fan of music and you follow different media outlets and streaming services so you can have an idea who's out, who's hot, who's in. If you don't do that and you are a casual listener, you are going to be lost. And there was a point in time where I can look at the Grammys and know 85 to 90% of the artists on there. Now it's hovering around the 25 to 30% mark. It's a young industry. It's very young. When you get beyond the age of 30, it becomes a little sketchy. So, hey, that's just that. But the unfortunate thing also that happened this week was the death of Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and the other 7 passengers on their helicopter. That was very, very shocking news. It really just took both the sports and entertainment world and just, people in general were shocked by it. It was very, very shocking to see that information. I saw it on Facebook. I saw someone posted something from TMZ. I was kind of like, is this for real? But it's TMZ, and TMZ does not make a lot of errors when it comes to reporting information. They're not a perfect website, but they don't make a lot of errors. So I was surprised. Let me see. So I was surprised to see that information and then shocked and dismayed. And my condolences go to all of the families, not just Kobe Bryant's. It's unfortunate because Kobe Bryant is the well-known superstar, if you will. So people were very focused on Kobe and have been focused on Kobe and then his daughter and not the other 7 individuals on there. So my condolences go out to everyone that was involved and all their families. That's pretty unfortunate and very sad news. Other things that have gone on this week is Real Housewives and, mainly Real Housewives. Real Housewives news about some shakeups that is happening on some of the franchises. Now, I don't really watch Orange County anymore. I used to, but this season, I just couldn't get into it. So I don't know what happened. I just, as far as from a perspective of me looking at it, all I can say is that, from what I've been reading and some of the YouTube creators who've talked about it, it seems as though Andy and Vicky bumped heads really big time at the reunion. So much so that Vicky quit. And I'm not clear on Tamara whether she quit because she was just tired of it or she was forced out, because I'm hearing different reports about Tamara saying that, she quit as well. And then some people saying, she was forced to quit. And I'm like, okay. I don't know what the situation is, but from what I understand, they're both out and they're both attacking Andy Cohen, how they both been treated. That franchise to me, I'm seeing now is we're coming into our last days of some of these Real Housewife franchises. Orange County was the first one. I have been watching it since its inception. I love the idea. I thought it was a brilliant idea. And we've seen a lot of cast changes, with Orange County over the years. But consistently, Vicky had always been there. She was one of the OGs. She was always there. Was it holding the orange, I guess? Until this season, she became a friend of the show. And hey, it happens. They knocked her down a peg. And the reason for that, it can vary. I really feel like they should have got rid of her when her and her then guy friend were in on this whole faking cancer situation. I didn't think that was funny at all. So I felt like she should have been fired then, but she wasn't. She stayed on there. Then this season, they made her friend to the show. And I think it's because the previous season, she was so focused on trying to get in good with Tamara and Who's the other one? I forget. Shannon. She just wanted to get in good with the ladies again because she had been on the outs and now she wants to be in good with them. She was very hesitant to be in any type of drama. She was really much on the sideline. She acted as though she was a friend to the show versus being a main character or main person on the show. She really didn't act like she was a main person. And I think they said because of the way she distanced herself and presented, a very careful. She was very careful. She was very stiff or whatever. They just decided, okay, well, since you demoted yourself, so to speak, we're going to just go ahead and make it official. And I don't think she cared for that at all. She never got past that. And so there are going to be some shakeups. Those two are gone. And the remaining individuals, Shannon is probably the only one that I can seemingly like on there. I think I like Shannon. And the other ladies that's on the show, I know there was a new lady who has like 8 or 9 kids. I don't know much about her to really say that I like her or not. And then you have the 2 girls. One's an attorney who's married to someone who's not very nice to her. And the other young lady got divorced because he was cheating on her. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do to Orange County. I still say that we are in the last days of that particular franchise. I don't think we're in the last days of Real Housewives. There's, I think, plenty of the cities they can focus on. But as far as that particular franchise, I think we've run out. Then you have casting rumors again showing up for Real Housewives of New York. They're saying Ramona might be out. I don't even see, Ramona, I'm not going to say I like her or dislike her. She's kind of flat as far as I'm concerned, as far as being, she's Ramona. She's interesting, but not interesting. And since her divorce, she's just been focused on dating. So she's oblivious to other people, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and she's more focused on hanging out with the guys. And if they get rid of her, okay, but they're going to have to bring in someone who's compelling and who has a story that you really want to know about. So Bethany's gone. We know she quit. She has other projects to work on. Luann might be gone. And I think the reason that they might get rid of Luann is because she's a risk, whether or not she's going to be in jail. So, I mean, if she's on there full time and yet she might, she's in and out of jail due to her sobriety issues, it's a risk. They don't know, can we take that risk and we're paying her and she's not able to film? I don't know. So I don't know about Luann. I liked her on the show. I really did. But with this whole situation with sobriety, I don't know. I'm a little at odds with that. Tinsley's out. She should have been out. Tinsley was never interesting on there as far as I was concerned. She didn't have anything that, just nothing. I just like, why is she here? So she's out. That's good. And they have a new person on there. They're saying she's a little more hip. She's young. I don't know. They said she's very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing who that is. Dorinda's still there. I figured that she would be. And who else is still there? I think, not Ramona. Ramona's friend, I forget her name. She's kind of wild. I forget her name Sonia. That's it. I think she's still there. I like Sonia. She's a real chick. I like her. Keep on the show. As far as Real Housewives of Potomac, they are rumor mills regarding the comings and goings. Now, Giselle is still on there, and I know a lot of people are wondering why, because she really didn't have a storyline last season, and she didn't. She was just being the bone collector, stirring the pot. As far as her personal story was concerned, it wasn't really much. What was she dealing with? Her and Karen were at odds, but it really wasn't anything there as far as Giselle's concerned and her own story. But from my understanding, she's still there. Robin is, they said they had her on the brinks of not being there anymore. They said Robin was not bringing it. She had no storyline. That is true. So that they said the only thing, she had to come up with something. And I believe that this whole getting married thing might be what was her saving grace. Do I believe that she really wants to get married? Yeah, I do believe that. I think that she really wanted it anyway. And I think it was only saving grace to stay on the show. Because other than that, she would have been gone. She was named to be on the chopping block for quite some time. Ashley, from my understanding, she's still there. She's messy. Of course, they're going to keep her there. Monique and Candace, we know they had their big brouhaha and what have you during taping. From my understanding, they're still there. And of course, they would be. And Karen, Madame, she's still there. So not a lot has changed. I think the only person that they were considering getting rid of was Robin. So, but it looks like she, going to be on there and they're going to plan a wedding. So good for Robin. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I don't know how we would, interpret this, but the whole thing with Nene, is Nene coming back? Does Nene want to come back? I don't think Nene wants to quit. Okay. Do I think Nene is tired of the show? Yes, I think that she is tired. I think she's been tired for quite some time. But I don't think she wants to quit, though. This is a nice piece of change that she gets. And for the amount of work that she has to do, I think she definitely wants to keep that paycheck coming in. She's not trying to quit. Despite her being over it, she's not trying to quit. It's up in the air whether or not Nene comes back. It's still shaky ground. They don't know. So we're going to see how that works out. Eva's probably going to be out, and she should be. And it's not about not liking Eva. It's just, what has she done? She's there this season. She's pregnant, so she's not really getting into it with anybody. She's not around a whole lot. When she is around, she's not really adding to the equation. So it's kind of like, well, what are we doing? So Eva is probably going to be out, and that's fine. The talk with Cynthia might be out, but now that she's getting married again, she might be in. She might be in. Candy, I think she's going to be in. I think she's just playing the same role she's been playing. She's the bone collector. She likes to be messy a little bit on the low key, but she is. They're going to keep her around. I don't think they can get rid of Candy. Tanya doesn't want to be on as a full-time person. Tanya is not interested. She's got other things going on, and she doesn't want to devote that type of time and energy. And I also don't think that Tanya wants to get that far involved. The responsibility of being a full-time housewife is huge because you have to give up an aspect of your life. And I don't think Tanya wants to do that. And I feel the same way with Marlo, believe it or not. I know a lot of people want Marlo to have a peach. I've been one of those cheerleaders for Marlo to get a peach, but I don't think Marlo wants to do that. I think Marlo likes where she is, her position that she plays. She doesn't have to give up much about herself unless she feels like it. She's in a safe spot. So Marlo's been the permanent friend of the show, and I think she likes it where she is. And she don't have to deal with the responsibility of being a housewife. Who else is on there? Let's see. I think that's it because we got Cynthia, Nene, Candy. Oh, Portia. Portia will probably be on there. Portia, I think, is interesting. I think Portia back and forth with Dennis. The latest is that she's done with Dennis. Okay, she's been, who's to say what's going to happen with Portia? I think Portia will be there. I think Portia is entertaining. She has some funny moments. Portia will be around. And then, of course, you got Kenya, who is always there to start drama and trouble and confusion. And she's doing a good job of that. So she'll be there. That's it for entertainment news. Talk to you later.